Well, I never used to do any kind of exercise at all. In fact, I hated the idea of doing any exercise. I obviously been struggling with my weight for the past probably 5 years because I've just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've just been making excuses as to why I couldn't exercise. Like, my excuse was, okay, I live in a big city. There's nowhere for me to do exercise, so I'm not going to exercise. And I tried doing exercise, but I didn't see results the next day, so I thought it didn't work. Well, I just looked like a bit of a beefcake, I guess. And my wife wasn't really too into it. She never complained about it, but I knew that she wasn't into it. I wouldn't have been either if I was her. So, that kind of had an impact. And then my kids joking with my wife saying that I was fat, stuff like that. That kind of used to piss me off a bit. But, yeah. Just emotional things, I think, more than anything. Well, I was just looking for a solution that didn't require me to do exercise, because I hated that. So the other options were like, okay, intermittent fasting, keto, these kinds of things. And I tried them out. I got results, but it was just too much effort to maintain. Like I said, starving yourself up until lunchtime is something that I just couldn't be doing, I started to give up hope, I guess. I just thought, okay, well, it must be my metabolism. It must be because I'm getting old, I just can't lose weight. I'm just destined to be a beefcake. Well, I'd have probably just got bigger and bigger and bigger and looked like some of those guys that you see in the street where their belly is just so big that their t-shirt doesn't even cover it anymore. So you got like t-shirt and then a big slab of belly poking out and then the belt. And I'd probably look like that. I thought there would probably be more gym time, which there wasn't. And I thought there would be a lot more like healthy eating stuff, like eating Ryvitas with Philadelphia for like 5 days or something. I was kind of expecting that, but it wasn't. It was just eat whatever you usually eat, just taking less. You really opened my eyes to the whole diet side of it, because that's massive. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. Definitely not as hard as I thought it would be. It hasn't had an impact on my current lifestyle and my current focus and goals towards my business, which is great. We discussed the new challenges that I would take on each week. Okay, so what are the things that we're going to do this next week? And we talked about it together and then implemented it. And I thought that was pretty good, because it's not like you're there saying, okay, this week you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. It's like you put it to me first. Okay, so what things would you like to do this week? And then we talked about it and then we implemented it. And then I found myself really enjoying it and seeing the results as well every day. So it's like, okay, give me more stuff to do. Give me more stuff to do. It's actually been better. I mean, there's some exercises that you quite enjoy doing. There's some that you absolutely hate, like burpees. So I've found having you there virtually, you're not like there breathing down my shoulder, ordering me to do these burpees. So I can figure out from the different activities and stuff that you show me, the ones that I enjoy doing, the ones that work well for me, and I can take that and do it in my own time without somebody breathing down the back of my neck. But I actually quite enjoy it now. Accountability, because other things that I tried in the past, I was completely on my own, and I could only rely on my own self-motivation. Whereas if you're doing this with you, then you have an accountability partner who's kind of cracking the whip, kicking your ass, and discussing stuff as well. So that has been really helpful, and that's been completely different from anything that I've done before. I've lost quite a lot of weight. I think it's around, 10 or 12 kilos, or even 15, I can't remember. It's a lot though. I've lost a lot of weight, more than I've ever done in the past. And I'm managing to maintain it as well. I feel better about myself. You know, I feel fitter as a human being. I feel fitter. It's been quite an achievement. I mean, just looking in the mirror, my body shape now compared to, you know, a few months ago, it's pretty shocking even for me. And it's quite pleasant now when I look in the mirror. I'm like, okay, I don't look too bad. There's so many other side benefits, like performance in the bedroom. That's one big thing that I wasn't expecting. I'm just a lot more confident now when I'm out in public, because I've pretty much lost my belly. It's not lost completely, but obviously I understand that that's going to take a bit more time, but it's way, way smaller than it used to be. Yeah. I would say just do it, because if you're anything like I was a few months ago when me and Tom first started, I didn't think that I was going to be able to do it. I thought it was going to take up way too much of my time. I thought it was going to take up way too much, divert too much of focus away from my business, which is like the main thing that I'm focusing on at the moment. And I just thought it was going to be tough. You know, it's like when you're about to climb a mountain and you're right at the very foot of the mountain looking up and you think, oh shit, I've got to climb this thing. It's going to take me ages. And you get all these bad feelings that come into your head. But really, once you get started, really not as bad as you think. And before you know it, you're already halfway up that mountain. Once you reach that halfway point, you look at the top and you're like, okay, it's not that far anymore. And you don't want to leave it and can do something about it now. It's not that difficult. Jump off the fence, get in. Caring, accountable, and you're always around. You know, I know I haven't taken full advantage of asking you questions on Facebook Messenger, but whenever I do, I get an answer back pretty quickly. Responsible, I think that's the word. Yeah, I have enjoyed it.